A ducky duck. And ducky duck is fine, right? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Oh boy! How you doing out there, Mr. Ducky Duck? That's such a sweet card, though. That's so awesome. I'm not sure, like, why why this card is so cute. Mr. Ducky Duck. Oh. I guess that's a concede finally. Oh my god. Ducky Duck solo win, bro. Solo. Okay, now another corpse explosion just like doesn't clear. Even threads. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That was actually pretty good. That was a win. Creature of Madness solo win, right? Creature of Madness solo win was that one. Hello. Welcome to the stream. Have you ever seen or even thought of the combo? Oh my bro. Who else would try it if not me, right? I'm showing it one time. That is how you win games right now. How are you doing there? This dude will have nightmares today. That was not even close, right? Top 100. So today we're playing this deck, which is a new addition of a tree paladin. The deck is kind of like exciting because it uses like some of the new cards out there. Well, I guess a lot of ones, right? But the most exciting ones here is an Ursol that casts a highest cost spell from the hand as an aura that lasts 3 turns. And your like highest cost spell here is the Shaladrassil. The idea here is that you can actually get in Zero Awakens here with this card, and after playing an Ursol, I guess that's corrupted, so you have like 5 damage to deal to the opponent here. Plus like a corrupted nightmare, all the good stuff, but the overall like focus here is a corrupted awakening. And you have a Lynessa here to actually multiply that thing. You have a lot of damage going on from a Shaladrassil. The overall like 9/7 on the board is actually really strong, so you're kind of like targeting to win on turn 9 after you actually play that on turn 8. But the deck also is quite aggressive so far. Like you have a lot of small minions, you have a lot of buffs with a busy bot. You have a Crusader Aura here. You have all the good cards that actually were in a Menagerie deck before Menagerie Paladin, so if you played and it did actually really well. But here is like an Ursine Maul that actually helps you out to draw all of those like big cards that you want and to win out of it, right? So you have all of those like small minions, you have all of that good stuff, but you also have like a turn 9 potential win with big minions and a Shaladrassil here. So the deck is kind of like inside and concentrates on this tree out there, right? Shaladrassil tree. So, we have to test it out, and it looks quite strong, and let's jump right in. Against a warrior. Interesting. I kind of saw there is no like really overperforming warrior decks here today. The best one I saw was something like 47 or 48% win rate. That's interesting. We'll have some kind of like cheap and good minions for an early game. We hope for better top decks, I guess. We hope for a busy bot, for example. We hope for some kind of draws here. And for weapons, I would say. Obviously. Well, here's a weapon, at least. Okay. As is that for now. That is a little more pressure. Mr. Beer Master. Well, I kind of want to, for this buyer to actually die, I want my Ursine Maul to actually work on the next turn, right? And that's actually pretty sweet. Okay, it's pretty good. We need to draw all of those, like, you know, high cost cards here. We have 4 costs at least. We kind of have like a really strong cards going on for us for the next turns. Oh, so that is Mr. Okay. I remember that deck. I played against it once, I think. Do I want a Tigress Plushy here, or just like a Creature of Madness? Or... I guess a Creature of Madness, right? Because Tigress Plushy might just, like, you know, heal us after we get kicked by a huge dragon here. Divine Shield, Wind Fury, or Elusive, or Charge. Well, we have a buff for a Morlock, but I'm not sure if we need that. This is kind of like cool. Let's go with that. Don't want my weapon to attack here, actually. Okay, let's save. Can kind of like attack even on turn 8. For us to draw a Shaladrassil here. Well, here's a dragon with a chemical skill, obviously. Okay. Here's a knack for him. Okay. Okay. Well, I kind of want to Sanc'Azel here. Where's that one? Summon. Oh, let's do that. Guess let's summon. Oh, let's hope we don't die next turn. Let's hope we don't die. We need to heal, I guess. Let's go, dragons dying. And he actually died, right? Nice. Oh my god. Dude is dead, bro. I'm not sure. We could do a heal. Could do a heal. Well, he had a way to proc, right? He had a way to proc, he had a way to resurrect. We had to kill that anyway. Well, the deck actually works against like kind of like aggro like this, because we have small house minions, and we have like pretty much 0 ways to actually you know, regain armor and get all of that good stuff. But him having like a cool combo, whole combo in his starting hand was like also, you know, kind of like an icky stuff. You shouldn't be able to like to have everything though. It's kind of like a combo deck, and you have to have exactly a dragon and a chemical spill, and like, you know, a couple of triggers and all of the good stuff in your starting hands. That is a lot to ask sometimes, for in early terms, you know. Let's go with Space Pilot here. A lot to ask, but I guess I'm happy for him. As a warrior actually, you know, won a game here. The warrior actually won a game here. This is just for now. I kind of want to protect the pirate here. He might have something with two health going on for him. What's that? Masterful battle. Okay. Didn't go as planned, but it's fine. Okay, I guess we need to clear as much as possible. Ursine Maul, do I want it though? I don't believe so, but you can kind of like do it anyway. You can kind of do it anyway.
What to do?
I'm worried here a little about his aura, so let's do this. Plus, the next turn is like kind of bad if you don't really draw one drop, if you don't really play a weapon right now. Scarab keychain. What kind of versions that is? Could be a bubble, right? Aggressive. Maybe a simple menagerie, so. Simple menagerie, how about that? Sanc'Azel is actually pretty important here. We need to survive somehow to Shaladrassil, you know? Get Sanc'Azel next turn, and after that we can like at least do an aura here. As an aura himself, okay. Ghost face, interesting. I guess that is a mistake. Bro. It'll clear the board here at least. That is awesome. Let's do something like this. Oh, Mother Duck is disgusting, bro. Mother Duck is really disgusting here. And we are yet like a couple of turns away from a Shaladrassil here. Well, I guess we have nothing else to do. But he can lethal us right now. He needs just like what, three more damage? Some kind of like a menagerie jack is just like a game over. Or Crusader Aura, second one. Okay. Well, these games. These games, I was actually not expecting this anymore. Like a tree Paladin is kind of like one of them pretty good performing decks. It kind of like has a 60% win rate. But we're getting like steamrolled out there. I'm wrong, okay. I guess that is one showcase, right? With the bonuses. If that is so, Tigress Plushy and the Mother Duck are kind of like important for turn 3 to actually like get on the board, but I guess we have to do like our own thing. Let's hope like it actually works, you know. As it is for now, I'm kind of like doubting this deck already. Looks weird, right? Looks weird how good are the turns of the opponents here. Is that we are getting like so hard rolled here. Like a mastery, okay. It doesn't have a 2-drop in the bounce. So maybe he has a 2-drop, but he just like doesn't have a bounce yet. Masterful bottle for us, okay. Let's go with the Creature of Madness. Let's see what happens here. Plus 4 house and tone. Well, don't really like. Well, we have Draenei, right? That's 2 less. Plus -1. I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. Plus 2 -3. It's pretty sweet. I'll do it next turn, I think. Because we might just like draw another Draenei and don't really want to miss out like the buff. I don't really have any more Draenei, right? No, not really. Just one more.
Annihilation.
Just one more. Yep. Well, so here it is. Oh, so that is Protoss Rock, right? Protoss Rock. Mm.
There appears to be no signs of intelligent life here.
Let's do that for now. Let's draw some cards. We need Nora here, obviously. We need to, like, you know, to be able to capitalize on summoning a lot of small minions here. And we have like a Masterful Battle here, we have a Tigress Plushy obviously, so it's kind of like Pine. Bounce is off, really. You need a Protoss Cannon for this to be good.
They haven't raised the alarm.
Proton Cannon. That is not something like, you know, crazy good here. But that's fine. Bizibot for us. Bizibot for us. I guess this is fine. I guess this is fine. There's kind of like a 1-1 for us too, for a Bizibot here. Have a lot of small minions and cool ones for Bizibot to buff. Have a Ursol already in our hand, by the way. Yeah, that looks much better. As soon as like an opponent didn't high roll on summoning like everything on turn 2, like a whole board with 2 drops, right? We're looking kind of fine here. Crap. Sandbox. Chronicles for 0. I'll sim 0 more, right? Seems pretty reasonable. Do this for now. I guess Masterful Battle is pretty good.
I strike.
Do like summon a lot actually buffs it out. He doesn't have a Fan of Knives as far as I remember, like in his deck. I guess I'm more. Oh, he can have a 2 to everything, right? 2 to everything. Let's do that for now. I think this is better. Might just like go with a Bizibot and Crusader Aura next turn. He doesn't have a response of 2 damage to everything, so he might though. He has like a he played a Chrono Boost here. He could like, get like a 2 to everything. So. At least we have like all those reborn stuff. We need to survive somehow to Ursol. Oh, just an Artist. Okay, that's pretty sweet. 2 hits and the 1/1 and 1 more to actually clear something. It's not too much. Oh, that's pretty sweet. That he didn't like trade out. It's a 9 plus 8, 17. Not really interested. Do we like clear here? I guess so. Let's do that. We still have like our rush minions, and we need to survive 1 more turn to Ursol. We're okay to dump our hand here, because we'll just like regain everything with a Shaladrassil. Well, here's a Shaladrassil for him. And he played an Artist, so that is corrupted, right? Should be corrupted though. Okay, interesting. No, second one. Let's place it on. Let's like play everything here. Zero Awakens deal 5 to all. We did some damage here, that is fine. But there's 1/1 that will actually stick on the board here. That's decent. Drop the Drake, okay. It's actually 14 damage and +5, so Ursol is actually lethal for him. That's nice. That's nice to know that Ursol is actually lethal for him. We actually have to, like, you know, deal Shaladrassil by itself. Not to lose. Because we need a dream here. What is this?
I strike.
I guess we will do like another Awakeness from an Ursol. Seems solid. It's 5 damage each turn. 5 damage each turn. But I don't really know what to do with this one. What's this guy out there? This is trouble. Mother duck. So we don't have mana again, right? To 1 at 6 and that's exactly enough for us to survive if we just like, you know, waste all of our spells out there, and the Ursol is kind of like worthless. Dude, so nasty. So have to do that. Oh, we have an aura here. Eight, 11. Is it trouble? Yeah. We need like what, occasion planning here? I'm not even sure what do we need here. Trinket is not really good. Yeah, just kind of like occasion planning to at least like gain some health and like, you know, regain some cards in our head, bruh. Is it like really the feeling though? That's pretty, you know, that's pretty insane. How this deck like cannot like do anything about it like that. That we were forced to actually not play an Ursol with the Shaladrassil because we were like losing heavily there against like a 14-14 because he like played first after prep and like turn whatever. You know, that's an instant GG, like crazy. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. Like I have this bubble version of a tree paladin. Is it like could it actually win in all of those matchups? Well, not in the first one because we got steamrolled at, right? So it's like it didn't matter like what we actually played. He just like played a second Aura and turned like 6 and won the game. Against a second against a warrior. Like in the mirrors that I was talking about right there, but against a warrior it's also kind of like the same thing. Even if he had like some more bubbles out there, it's still like, you know, still couldn't do anything about like all those drakes and turn like 6 killing us so far, because we have like minions with small health. And but it's kind of like, you know, questionable in this specific matchup, right? Against a rogue, it could be better. Could be better if he had like more bubble minions. Well, you know. This is that for now. Is that like an imbue, some kind of stuff? Just as a ring. Okay, just as a ring. Okay, let's go. It's kind of like a 1-1 and 1-1 here. Not really like, you know, I'm still about like playing a righteous on an empty board, like wasting our turn here not to get his hero power in. Our side is not like that great right now. Let's just like summon as many as possible. I actually have to hit his face if we get a chance, because we have another weapon here. At some point we might just like switch. Mr. Zarimi. Mr. Zarimi. Ducky Duck. And Ducky Duck is fine, right? Ducky Duck is fine. And just like leave everything here. Let's hope he doesn't have like a board clear. Anyway, if he does, that is fine. You just need an aura. And he just needs us over the shelves, right? Okay, or replica, interesting. Well, that's what I call a great top deck, right? Quack, quack, quack. Quack, quack, quack. Oh boy! How you doing out there, Mr. Ducky Duck? That's such a sweet card, though. That's so awesome. I'm not sure, like, why why this card is so cute. Mr. Ducky Duck. Oh. I guess that's a conceit finally. Oh my god.
It is finished.
Ducky Duck solo win, bro. Solo. Well, we won like a simple menagerie, right? It was not like a tree that actually saved us game here, but won like a simple menagerie, so. Because a menagerie like Paladin is still like good and viable, so. And you have like core cards there, still in your deck, except like a jug, right? Because a jug is like too costly, you know. But I guess you can like add a jug instead of Sanc'Azel here. Instead of Sanc'Azel and instead of Sunsapper Lynessa. Maybe this deck could be even better in such a case. So you just like add a Shaladrassil and an Ursol for a late game, and you just like leave the whole menagerie sitting for you, right? Looks like an interesting thing to try, by the way, for Paladin. Mr. Ducky Duck. Let's see what's up. Let's see if there is a menagerie, sack menagerie, whatever that is. There's even an FFU going on for us right now. I actually made an FFU deck because I see like some people actually try that out. Triple Blood is going on, right? It's kind of like a thing. Still need an aura, bro. Still need an aura. He doesn't have a really good response, but we don't really have an aura here. Okay. But we don't really have an aura here, unfortunately. He might just like clear simply with something. With Corpse Explosion. Corpse Explosion or Strats, right? With an aura, that wouldn't be possible. So. Oh, I guess it would be. But Corpse Explosion wouldn't be possible without an aura. Like with an aura here. Okay, let's see a Creature of Madness here. Simply as that. Well, that's fine, right?
One more coat of paint should do the...
It's finally happening for us, right? Still need a Shaladrassil here for an alternate Ursol. It's a Wind Fury bubble on a board. And it's actually really good with an Oracle. That's not really good for him. Mr. Ducky Duck, oh my god. This is happening obviously, this is happening obviously. And probably a bubble or fire. I guess a bubble is better. let's go. Maybe you'll top deck a little bit here. Okay, now another corpse explosion just like doesn't clear. Even threads. Okay, that's pretty sweet. That was actually pretty good. That was a win. Creature of Madness solo win, right? Creature of Madness solo win was that one. We just did like discover a minion with a Wind Fury and get an aura within as a battle cry, and then go face a couple of times and wins the game instantly. Easy. Easy like that. It's a nice Creature of Madness out there. Guess a join, okay.
Feel the power of the wild
Ursine Maul. Like, we have to keep it. Especially, like, with 2 space bards here. Need something. Need something, though. We have actually a Metal Detector in our deck, too. Oh, so that is an imbue one, okay. I should have a Metal Detector here. One city. Max spells in BO2. Nice. This has to be nerfed, like, bro. It has to be, like, at least only nature spells imbue that. Dude, Druid will be just, like, crazy good at some point. Just trust me on that one. It will be disgusting. It will be so disgusting, people will, like, you know, complain a lot about that stuff. Because it's kind of like a concept of a Jade Golem, right? As it was before. You're kind of like making a bigger and bigger man. Summon a bigger and bigger man there. Oh my god. Right on this lane. More chip spells. Dreambound Disciple. Come on, we use that. Okay, thank you. Thank you. Well, at least this game potentially will give us a chance to actually try out a Ursol plus a Shaladrassil here, right? Symbiosis. Bro. They actually push this deck, push this archetype to be a thing, right? They actually buffed the circle, buffed all of those, like, oh my god. Kind of fun. Do like equip that one? You can go get a Lynessa here, and after we play a Shaladrassil, it can be kind of cool. We don't really have an Aura, so this is like not really viable. But we have a Sanc'Azel for next turn. I guess this is better. Having minions on the next turn, right? Having minions on the board is always, like, you know, pleasant. And I guess we'll, like, equip an Ursine Maul just, like, as soon as possible anyway. Has 6 mana, by the way. Because he just, like, played cards. He just, like, played green spells to imbue more and more and feel good about himself. It should be nature spells or whatever that is. Like, it shouldn't be, like, any spell, bro. Imbue and imbue and imbue and imbue. Sleep paralysis. It can't attack or destroy an enemy minion. Awesome, man. That is like, ooh my, so awesome. So fair, so awesome. That good stuff. That is a good stuff. Oh my god. I'm so thrilled to play Druid Stone yet again. But it is fun. It is what it is. It is what it is. But it, like, you know, it provokes some kind of like raw nostalgia here with this hero power. And this card is just like crazy. For 3 mana, you have a 3/3 and kind of cheat out 4 mana. Like how? Like why? Why is that even like here? Why is that even a thing though? Ursine Maul, I guess we need that.
One more coat of paint should do the...
Tigress Plushy and Crusader Aura here. So we need a weapon now just to kill a 5/6 stuff. Oh my god.
To battle.
Like, we're almost dead, bro. Like, as simply as that. Like, he does a lot of damage. He imbues like crazy. He has like more and more minions on the board, like huge ones, and I'm like almost out of stuff to actually deal with those. We cannot even do like a Tigress Plushy plus a Crusader Aura here. We can just like do a Tigress Plushy and like feel good about ourselves here. That's about it. And he's just like, why would I need to actually like, you know, damage an opponent here and try to actually kill him next? I'll just like trade simply, just because I have this heal that, you know, I intend to use specifically on that 5/5, right? Such a crazy stuff having it here. And he doesn't have like a lethal here, just because he didn't like attack like he needed to. So great. +3 attack. Okay. Oh, a mother duck. Oh my god. Okay. It's much better. With a Crusader Aura and mother duck, we might just like have a chance here. Still a chance. We have like some kind of, you know, lifesteal minions. If you didn't like high roll like crazy from those spells, random spells, and if you didn't like high roll here for take control, we might be good enough here to actually survive, you know. Made him to be able to just like remove 1-2 minions. That's nice. Also, as for legendaries, not sure why. Anything else is just better, except like maybe, heal. Right? Heal is not like really good for him, because heal is like good for us. What was his choice? Like maybe 4 costs, right? Probably a 4 cost town. He was like not really need that one. Okay, now we heal for 1. We can do an Ursol, but I'm not sure if I need that. This is kind of like much stronger zone. Hero power triggers twice. Awesome stuff. Awesome. Okay, let's go. 3-2. Let's do something like this. We need to destroy that dude, right? Maybe something like this is fine. We go face, or do we just like, you know, remove something? I guess we go face. Heal trade. Seriously now. How much damage is that? 11, 14 next turn. Ursol is 7 and stuff. Okay, it's time. Okay, it's time. Because I'm not like looking for, you know, for capitalizing on a Crusader Aura. It just like did everything it could. All we need right now is just like to kind of survive. I'm not sure. At least we can like shuffle that things when it awakens. How much damage do we have? Wait, it's 10? Oh, we have too much, man. You actually... Did he find a way to kill us here? Probably now. Deal 4 damage to an enemy hero. Summon 2, 3/2 wolves. Bro, give me a break. Is 3 Paladin still good? Bro, I'm not sure. I'm getting high roll like crazy here. I'm not really sure it's any viable these days. I'm getting destroyed there with a 3 Paladin. I'm not sure. Just like every deck that is kind of like playable right now on the ladder, just like, you know, stomps on me. It's kind of, you know, kind of concerning for me that a 3 Paladin is not like really that. Thinking Imbue Droid is getting better now. Bro, they actually push that stuff. They actually push an Imbue Droid, and that is the same concept of playing a J Droid in the past, because like each turn you summon a larger and larger man, and that is like, bro. I thought we were like past that thing, but I guess not. Imbue Droid is just like, oh my god. There is even a card like a 3-cost, right? That has a Battle Cry and a Death Rattle to make your hero power cost 0. So basically, for 3 mana, you get a 3/3 minion, which is kind of okay, right? Which is kind of okay. 3/3 minion for 3 mana, and an ability to cheat out 4 mana, just like, you know, to making your hero power worth 0. So it's like, you know, for 3 mana, you win 1 more mana. You still kind of like, you know, do some stuff. And you have a 3/3 on the board. Like... Imbue Druid will get crazy good, I think, really fast. As soon as, like, you know, as soon as a control Death Knight, that is probably like one of those like few decks that can actually deal with that, will be steamrolled by 99% filled with aggro on the ladder, and people will just like stop playing that stuff. As soon as that happens, I think we have a problem here. Unfortunately, I think we have a huge problem here. Have a Master Pro Battle plus a busy bot, kind of. Combo rank. That's pretty sweet. Oh, and a Crusader one. That's awesome. How to get on the board. So yeah, Imbue Druid, okay, let's be honest here. I just want to try an Imbue Druid. It looks at least like, you know, something refreshing. Because, like, you know, all of those tempo stuffy, tempo cards, tempo decks, I kind of miss those. Like, we had for quite so long, we had a meta where you either play something like extremely aggressive or something extremely cheesy out there, right? Like Highlander decks, right? Combo Rock is also pretty good right now. Well, yeah, I tried Combo Rock and I made a video about it like recently. I think it should be tomorrow or the next after tomorrow, like on YouTube here. Crusader Aura, like, do we need it right now? No, I guess we have to, like, you know, something here a little more. One sec. Reborn. With a full health and an enhancement. So that's pretty sweet though. Divine shall be triggering a random dream card. Dream card actually can be 5 damage. Oh. I guess a dream card is a little better. Plus it's Wind Fury.
The light dims, but the light dims.
What did I just do? What did I just do? Why didn't I attack a witch? Okay, so as a combo rock is actually really good. I tried it. Well, I didn't like try exactly combo rock deck. I tried how is it called? Like kind of like a Protoss version of the deck. That has like one has this 2-drop that benefits from bounce, and everything else is kind of like, oh my god. And everything else on 1 sec. So what do we want here? Sanc'Azel here or Crusader Aura? Let's go with the Sanc'Azel. Okay. So yeah, it just like has this 2 cost with a bounce, but everything else is about like a Protoss rock, right? And I tried that specific deck because before the new expansion, I actually played a Protoss rock and it was extremely good. And that is actually why I thought like, you know, this version with the bounces, new bounces, the 2-drop, and Protoss combination by itself might just like be the strongest deck so far. I think that's true, but like, you know, I think that's still true. Let's see what happens here. I might just like having Zero Awakens for 5, like for 5 damage to everything. It didn't happen for us. Okay.
Reporting for duty. Dream big.
Oh, that's at least board clear. Still have a Crusader Aura next turn. We have some minions, at least. We're feeling fine, but we're getting over that like tipping point of a Death Knight, where he can actually like, you know, have all the cards green for him, and controls the board as much as possible. Even an Ursol, like as soon as a Ursol, right, comes out, we're kind of dead. As soon as like when Corpse Explosion, the first one, comes out, we're kind of dead there. We don't have our Ursol into Shaladrassil, like, you know. We need Ursine Maul, I think. Top deck. For us to start drawing those cards. Poison Brass, okay. I think I was actually the first one who actually tried to Poison Brass on Death Knight. It kind of felt like a really strong card. Now we need Evocation Planner here. We need to draw. These cards just like don't help us win. Okay, that was strong. That was strong. That was really strong. Well, let's hope. Let's hope and pray here. It's 14 damage on the board, plus 12 potentially. Plus like 1, 26, 29, 20, 30. We're a little off, right? We're a little off. Still need some help out there. Still need some help. Because it's just like 30 damage. How do we get like 6 more? Like, is there a way? Shaladrassil? Nah, not sure. Corpse Explosion clears everything else. Oh, as I said. Tigress Plushy for us. Let's just do that. I cannot even play an Aura here. I just like can't. I don't have the mana. I have to be on the board for us to play an Aura. We cannot like play an Aura on an empty board. It's like not how the game works, right? Well, that's what I said. Like, Control Death Knight actually does pretty well against like decks like this. They have a lot of like board clears. He might just like even have a strat. for our like future turns. He might have a second corpse explosion. He has all of those liches that actually act like board clear. So yeah, has too many board clears for small minions, and that is like, you know, why Death Knight is still a top performing class out there. Top performing, bro. Even after the nerf, like imagine how strong that was like before. Even after the nerf, this kills, right? And after the nerf, this still kills, and you know, considering that other decks are worse now after the nerfs, this deck is just like crazy good. Okay, so what do we do? Some sort of lying this, I guess.
One more coat of paint should do the trick.
It has a rush anyway. You don't want something else as a rush? I guess so. Let's do that. It will be a 5 for him. Okay, that was pretty sweet. That was a nice turn. Sanc'Azel is dead, but it's kind of like has +5 attack here to actually buff out something like a Tigress Plushy here. That was a quarter explosion. That's a nice stop at them, or whatever that is. Maybe he actually, like, you know, kept it. Or for some kind of, like, you know, strange situations there. That is important. Like, we need it. We need that. Like, we need that big time to actually draw our Ursol plus a Shaladrassil here. Extremely important. Next turn is an Ursol plus a Shaladrassil, and we hope to actually like win out over him. Let's see if that is actually enough against Death Knight. I'm kind of curious though. He launched too early for us. We need one more turn. Oh my god, really? Casual once already? Casual once already is only. At least we kill 12-11 here. Okay. Oh, so nice.
For justice.
What did I just do, wait? Oh my god, I messed up. Really? Really? That is what I did right now? Bruh. I think I didn't have enough sleep. I guess that's you know, that's enough for us to play that. I was so convinced by actually doing a Shaladrassil here. Maybe maybe it's the fact that I didn't like play too well. Maybe that is actually what impacted the win rate of this deck. But like, you know, 3 Paladin, I don't know, it felt so bad. It felt like we're kind of like on an edge of dying like in each game, and we just like try to find a way to survive. It just like felt like that. Like Sunsapper Lynessa is not like even close to something being playable. I guess I would just like trade it for a Menagerie Jack and try to win like as a Menagerie Paladin here. But Ursine Maul plus a Shaladrassil plus an Ursol, it's kind of like a really cool concept so far, but I'm not sure it's actually playable. Like, we have to cheat out an Ursol. Ursol is just like too much mana. Turn 8, you're usually like, as an aggro deck, you're usually dying on turn 8. If you're like, if you didn't kill an opponent like yet, right? If you're actually good on a board, you're kind of like, you know, killing them anyway, like before turn 8. You don't really need that Ursol and all of that good stuff. But in this last game, we actually had a tough matchup, right, against the Death Knight. Ursol plus a Shaladrassil could actually makes a difference if we get it earlier, or even now when we actually played it. But at 130 tone is like, you know, still something strong on the board. And he still has a huge minion, so like we don't really know if he could actually win out of Ursol. I made a huge mistake, but the overall deck is like, you know, I don't feel like that is a top performing deck. Kind of like more excited to actually try anything else, like pretty much like I don't know, maybe at some point after like new nerfs and new kind of stuff, the Ursol Shaladrassil kind of combo will be still good enough. Maybe there will be some like, you know, new expansions with an Ursol being like a huge thing, and that might be actually. I think this is kind of like a like deck defining cards that will be playable for the next 2 years. That is 100%. But as it is for now, I'm not sure if that is like, you know, the strongest concept out there that is existing. And you know, all the aggro decks are kind of like better so far according to the win rate, according to the, like, you know, to the length of the game. So, you know, but as for you, you know, I was really, you know, kind of like thrilled to actually try that because I just liked the overall deck. But after playing it, it feels strange. It feels like, you know, it feels like something is going on there that is that makes this deck kind of like more of a meme deck and not kind of like something competitive. I'm not sure why, because the win rate on a statistical like website, the win rate of this deck is kind of like 60%. So not sure. Maybe I was not lucky. Maybe I was not in the mood. Maybe I was just like playing bad. But you know, make sure to try that out on your own. Make sure to let me know in the comments how well you did with that one. But for now, for us, that is it for 3 Paladin.